Hi and hello, my dear beloved students. I am SENTHILKUMARAN, the principal of Ideal English Higher Secondary School. On behalf of Ideal International Institute of Education, Kadagaseri, I would like to extend my warm greetings to you all. How are you, my dear students? I hope yourself, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, and your aunts, everyone is fine. As we are traveling in this pandemic situation, I'm sure, my dear students, you must be missing a lot. Your loving teachers, beloved friends, your activities, your classrooms, your travel to schools, and some of you staying in the hostel, your hostel life, and what else? You will be missing a lot. I'm really understanding your difficulties, but yet I'm also delighted that still we are connected with online platform. I'm sure the classes are going on for you very well and you are doing a wonderful job at home. As you are busy with your studies and preparation of notes and getting ready for all kind of academic activities, I thought it would be appropriate for me to meet you and talk something relevant to you, my dear students. As I was thinking what to talk to you, something struck in my mind that few years back when I was in Maldives, I was taking classes for plus 1, plus 2 and 10 students. As I am taking, there will be a time where we need to motivate the students to prepare for the examination. As part of that, we will be organizing workshops, seminars, study camps. Along with that, I used to take initiative to invite some of the former students to share their experience with the students, those who are studying in the current year. As they have come and met my students and they have discussed a lot with them, and the students of my class, most of them really very happy and they excited, and they said that it was a very useful session. After the session, my students left. I was in a classroom. Then a group of students, nearly some 7 or 8 students have come and they met me and they asked, "Sir, we are very much impressed with the session that the former students they have taken. But we want to ask you something, sir. Can you help us?" I said, "It's my pleasure to help you all, my dear students. What else I have in me other than helping you?" Then they said, "We want to become like them and what we should do for that." I was so happy. I was so delighted. I was so excited. Then I said, "I appreciate your attitude. I really salute your intention. So, if you are ready to listen to me, I am going to speak to you the secret behind their achievement." They said, we are ready to learn, sir. Please carry on." Then I told them just only one word, that is, how to be successful in student life. You can see many students, they study in the school and they have school life and they are so successful. So what I shared with my students in Maldives, I am going to share with you, my dear students. I am going to talk what motivated them to, achieve some of the great things. You can look at how to be successful in student life, not only in Maldives. The Ideal International Institute of Education has a tremendous achievement and success for the students. Some I'm like, you can see our school has produced thousands and thousands of successful students who studied here and graduated, and still they are studying in colleges as well. You can see our students from the Institute of Ideal, they have achieved 1200 out of 1200. You can see 600 out of 600 they have achieved. So my dear students, I am going to share with you the top 10 ways to get your success as a student while you study, while you are enrolled in our school, as you travel these days. My dear student, most of the time currently we are missing the valuable advice that's been given through the school assembly, the classrooms, etc. So what made me to meet you is, as we are missing, there are so many times we feel that you might forget some of the key points for your success. So as these children are succeeded in their school life, I want all of you, whether you are in Montessori, whether you are in primary classes, whether you are in middle school or in high school, my dear students, I want you to dream and I want you to set a goal to achieve this. But how to achieve this? What are the ways to become a successful student in your life, my dear student, in the school or college? There are 10 steps, as I have discussed to you. 10 steps are there to success. To start with, the first and foremost step is, my dear students, make your studies a priority. Successful students know how to succeed because they have made their studies their top priority. You may have a lot of things in you, going for a play, going for outing, listening music, watching TV, watching matches, watching etc., etc. But what should be the priority? Your priority has to be study. I am sure that I am not asking you to ignore all these things, only study. No, it is impossible. You should listen music. You should talk to friends. You should have a fun with your parents and brothers and sisters, and you should have a physical exercises and so on. But your first and foremost thing comes in your mind, it should be studies. When you give a priority to your studies, you are aiming for this. Am I right, students? What is your priority as a school student? Is it just sleeping? It's like watching movies? No, not at all. What is going to be priority, my dear students? The priority has to be studies. This is the first step. I am going to give priority to studies. I want to ask some of you, my dear students, have you ever created a study corner for you if you have given priority to studies? What is meant by study corner? You should assign a room or a place in the house where your books are placed. You are intended to work only there, and gives you ample of excitement by looking at the place. You should be having your timetable, your schedule, your calendar, and so on, to make sure that you have given priority to your studies. That's the first step. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is be punctual, my dear students. Every students, we need to make sure that whether we are taking a test or we are having a study or we are going at any kind of activities that are going to be measured as our great success, we have to be punctual. At times we are joining the online classes very late. At times we decide that we will be studying late. But if you are able to think about yourself, prioritize to study, you have to make sure that if exams are coming, you have to start preparing yourself by being punctual for 2 or 3 days before the exam and getting ready. Punctuality is important for every individual, whether you are a student or an employee or a professional, even as a parent. We need to be punctual for success. That is our second step, my dear student. Your clock should not remind you that you are late. Your clock should be saying that, yes, my student is always attendance. Okay, that kind of attitude you have to set, my dear students. Then the third important one is stay focused. If we look at any work we do sometime casually. When there is an online class goes, sometime we switch off the camera and we relax. And while studying, we want to listen some music also. That is not good practice, my dear student. So you must have some exact focus. If you feel that you are losing a focus while you are preparing, you can take 10 or 15 minutes break and come energized. Come back with a good spirit and sit and focus. You work for 100 hours without focus, that same amount of work can be achieved in 5 minutes or 10 minutes if you are fully focused. When you focus, your result will be accurate. So my dear students, let's be in a third step, be focused. The fourth one is very, very important, my dear students. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Successful students success on their own, and they learn to brush the others aside and focus on doing the best that you can do. What does it mean? To be frank, if we are comparing ourselves with someone else, really we are insulting ourselves. We will be disappointing every time. You can see the picture that's been placed here. Apple and orange. There are two different components, different commodities. It has its own effect and orange has own effect. So how can we say we can compare the benefits with the equivalent of orange? It is irrelevant. Similarly, you can see two persons, one is tall, another one is short. How can we compare? But can I say something, my dear student? Whether tall or short is apple or orange, can I say something? Every individual has their own ability, own skill, own talent and everything. Now the Indian Premier League is on. Most of the students, you are watching the IPL matches, which are live from Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. Every time you see the matches, many of you know very well, there are a number of, players are with a 6.5 feet, Karen Pollard, Chris Gayle. There are big people are there. But can I say something? Our player from Kerala, Mr. Sanju Samson, he is not 6.5 feet, my dear students. He is not a very gigantic figure, but he is succeeding every time. Every time on the crease he is scoring runs. He never compares himself with others. If he compares, he will be disappointed. So my dear students, we are not supposed to compare ourselves with others. That is the fourth step we have to follow, my dear student. Let's move on to the fifth one. Pay attention. Whatever the work you do, you have to pay attention to that work. It is like if you want to be a successful student, then paying attention in your class is absolutely crucial to your success. Now online classes are going. You have to tell yourself, my dear students, am I really paying attention to this lesson? Or just I'm attending for a namesake? No. You want to score a good marks. You want to achieve the topmost result. You want to become a student in college or in primary classes, wherever you are, you want to become a successful student. Pay attention to the work that you do. If you listen to the classes, my dear student, you need not have a hectic preparation for the exams. Heavy preparation is not at all required, my dear students. I am 100% sure if you participate in the class that the teacher, they prepare and come and deliver, if you stay focused, if you participate with a good attention, you will be able to at least, get ready for your exam 50%. As you watch my video here, my dear student, if you are able to attentively attending my class, this session, you will able to say end of this video, the 10 ways to success you will be able to remember. It's called paying attention to the work that you do. Successful students will do the same. The sixth one is, my dear student, participate. Participation is very important. At times in the online classes, teachers are asking questions. Even the regular classes, my dear student, you will be attending the class. It's just not only asking questions, you have to give answers when they ask. So you have to participate, my dear students. You have to ask, you have to learn, you have to understand, you have to make sure that contribute and participate in the class such a way that the teacher and the students who with you, they also will learn something from you. The participation will make the motivation for the teacher. Okay, my dear students. So the sixth one is, it's very important that you participate actively. In business term, there are partnership, there are some terms are there. Those who are studying in business stream, they understand, or commerce stream, that sleeping partner. Partners and sleeping partner. That means a partner, one who does the work, and sleeping partner only invest and does not active in the business. But I want all of you to not to be a sleeping student. I want you to be a active student. So to be active student, you need to be participating in your lesson, my dear students. Okay, my dear students. Now we will move on to the next steps. Number 7. The number 7 going to be avoid distractions, my dear students. Avoid the distraction. Nowadays, distractions are plenty for the students. You can see that the amount of distraction comes in these forms, my dear students. You can see those things. When you want to study, your friend will be texting. When you want to study, you can see that the Twitter accounts are being, flourished with the, breaking news. And sometimes you are engaged with the Facebook. So we have to make sure that if you want success, we need to give least priority to this and make sure that you focus on your studies, my dear. Distraction comes everywhere. It's going to be challenged. It's unlike 25 years before, my dear students. 25 years before, it was not like this. 25 years before, we were not equipped with this kind of technologies. So distraction will be more. But what I want to tell you is, study while study, play while play, and do the works as per the appropriate time. So it's important that you avoid all kind of distraction if you want to achieve your success. This is going to be very, very important aspect of the steps that I am going to talk. Every students are classified into 3 categories. The first one is visual method of learning. The second method is auditory method of learning. Then third one is, it is called physical, or we call kinesthetic method of learning. You can see, when we want to do, we must make sure that your belongs to which method. I said don't compare with others. Sometimes don't copy the others' method also, which will not suit you, my dear students. So what I want to say, you select yourself whether you are good at visual method, whereby observing like these students in the picture format and the chart format, in the diagram format, a video format, and you will be able to learn. The second one is auditory. Sometimes you are good at by listening the voice of the teacher, listening the record of the material. You will be able to succeed. You have to remember and find your suitable method, my dear students. Then the third one is, of course, my dear, it's a different thing. It's a kinesthetic, where you have to find your way, that it may be walking and by hearting or memorizing, or maybe writing. Just you have to create a way, that such a way that your body actions are involved, walking and studying and moving around. These are called the kinesthetic method of. Whichever suits you, my dear student, you have to set yourself and go on. You will be able to succeed. Then the 9th one, if you look at this, above all, the 9th one comes, it's beyond your textbook. That is, develop positive relationship with your teachers. Develop positive relationship with your teachers. Why? How it can help me to succeed? Can I say something? The teachers are second parents. We celebrate Teachers' Day. You know for what? A tribute to our second parents. who mold us, who care us, who shapes us, who always think about our success next to our parents, because our parents are given in the hands of our teachers. So, it is important that, my dear student, we develop a positive relationship with our teacher. How to develop positive relationship with our teachers? You just, if you have difficulties, you call them and talk to them. If you got a success, a small success, call and thank them. You always have a very good understanding where the teacher feels himself or herself that my student is always looking upon me. He or she is seeking me. So let me help these students. If imagine in a class 50 students, all the students are with the intention to create a positive relationship with the teacher's class will be just awesome. Just awesome, my dear students. They will have enough time to prepare for you, thinking each child, the personality, the difficulties, they will be calculating and they'll create the class or take the lesson accordingly, my dear students. So 9 steps are gone. What would be the last steps? This is nothing from anyone else. Let's see what is the 10th step, my dear students. Let's look at the 10th step, my dear student. Look at here. Learn from your own mistakes. The most important lesson in life can be learned by improving from our mistakes. A successful student learns from his own. What is mean by that? What is mean by successful student learn from their mistakes? At times we prepare for the exam and we attend the classes. We are ready to answer our questions to our teacher. Even we are ready to write in the paper. Whether it's oral or it's written, we are ready, but unfortunately, we find that we are not fully succeeded. Then when you look back, you will find there are a lot of mistakes. You yourself will understand. What is that mistakes? It's called process. Doing the process properly. If you are not doing the process properly, your result will not be there. Once the great Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the former Indian captain, was asked by the reporters, "Sir, what is the secret of your success?" He said only one thing, "I will do my process carefully and perfectly. If I am there, my duty as a batsman, I will have to hit every ball according to the merit of the ball, depends on the situation. If I do that, the rest will be taken care." When we are studying, we have to remember all the steps that I have told you. That if you follow these steps, definitely success is yours. When you don't follow, when you are not succeeding, at times you will feel that I have got less marks. I was not able to give a good answer to my teachers because of these steps. So I am going to learn from my mistakes, and hereafter I will be correcting my mistakes. I will rectify my mistake, and I will make sure that I will not repeat this mistake. So my dear student, learning from our own mistakes, it is something like beyond our imagination. If we able to identify our mistakes and rectify that, mistakes are reduced and success are being increased. So my dear students, you can see this. All 10 steps I am going to recall. I want all of you to join with me and just read out the step that I am going to show to you once again, my dear students. Right? Let's recall what I have shared with you. The first one is make your studies priority. Be punctual. Stay focused. Don't compare yourself with anyone else. Pay attention. Participate. I hope you all are saying with me. Avoid distraction. Find your suitable method that suits your learning style. And the 9th one, develop positive relationship with teachers. And the last one is learn from your own mistakes, my dear students. I hope what I shared with my students in Maldives, after receiving my message, they succeeded. I hope that the students of our ideal campus will be benefiting from this session and making sure that if they haven't followed the steps in their prior days, from today onwards, you can start following these steps. You will be a great successful person in the days to come, not only in school, in life as well, my dear students. So, I would like to say that if you want to become a successful student, those steps are very identical, unique, and they are going to be very helpful for you, my dear student. Look at the successful people's joy. The successful people's joy comes from those valuable steps. So, my dear students, I hope that the session that I have taken today, it reaches you in a great deal, and make sure that if you are lacking any of these, today itself correct it. If you are already doing, congratulations to you, my dear students. If anything you need any help, please, call me or call the teachers. You all know my number, 956-7273-856. You can call at any time, my dear students, for any kind of academic helps. Any difficulties, you can talk to me. And I want you to, all of you, to create a special, wonderful, relationship with your teachers, such a way that you both care each other. So thank you all very much, my dear students, for watching this video, and I'm really happy to wish you all good luck, and I want to see that you are benefiting a lot from this video. I'm extremely happy to present this video. Once again, thank you for watching this video. Have a great time. Thank you.